Hey guys, G5 Cosmos here once again. So as some of you guys may know, I am a tournament organizer here in Queens, New York. So I wanted to make this quick video going over potential legal stages so far for Smash Ultimate, because we now have this really convenient image that shows the select screen of all the currently revealed stages, a lot of which, by the way, were never actually mentioned in any of the directs or trailers, but they appear in this picture. So this picture actually confirms a few stages that were not already confirmed, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, so I'm just going to go through each stage, and I'm going to talk about whether I think it's a potentially legal stage or not, accounting for the hazard switch, which I'll mention with each stage. There's also a good possibility that, you know, the rule sets will be doing things like seasonal stages, since there are so many, and so on and so forth. You know, triplats might be combined for bans and all that, but I'm just going to look at each individual stage and say, can we use this in tournaments? Should this, you know, is this going to be a tournament stage? So anyway, starting right off, the first one, Battlefield, of course, legal. Big Battlefield, of course, not legal. FD, of course, legal. You don't need me to go over any of that. Peach's Castle, I would say definitely not either way, because there's just like two layers. It's like, and the little like slanted platforms on the top would probably get in the way. I don't see that being legal. Jungle Japes or Congo Jungle, I think it's Jungle Japes. I get them confused. The Donkey Kong stage from 64, not legal. It hasn't been legal. It's not even legal in 64, and even with hazards or not, I think it's just the general stage shape doesn't favor the competitive play too much. You know, I could see it like being somewhat acceptable if it was legal, but it generally isn't, so we're not going to use that. Hyrule, of course, is too big. Yoshi's from 64, probably too big, even without hazards, and kind of weird slanted shape to it. Everything's slanted. Doesn't seem like a great stage. Dreamland, of course, legal, hopefully with hazards off, so we don't have to deal with Wispy, but that's still up in the air. Saffron City, banned, of course. The Mushroom Kingdom stage, banned, of course. Peach's Castle, banned. Geez, I don't remember that. I'm blanking on the name of that stage. Rainbow Cruise banned. It was actually legal in Brawl for a good period of time. So I don't know why. Obviously banned. The Donkey Kong stage, I forget. Jungle Japes, Congo Jungle. It's one of those, you know. I'd say banned. Without hazards, I guess they get rid of the barrel, but there's still that rock. Platforms are kind of slanted, and basically it's kind of just like a less uniform version of WarioWare, which we'll get to, so that one's banned. The next one, I don't know, Jungle Japes, Congo Jungle, it's one of those, you know, they're all one of the Donkey Kong stages. Sorry for forgetting the names. Banned, even, you know, I'm sure the water would be there with hazards or not, but either way, there's like spaces in between platforms. This doesn't seem that good. Great Bay banned. The Giant Hyrule stage, Temple banned, of course. The other one was Castle. It's not Norfair, but whatever the original Metroid stage is, or at least the one from Melee that we're looking at there. Sorry, I can't have, this is an image file that I have, so I can't have the mouse like over each one as I scroll over it, so you'll just have to follow along with me. But that one's banned. The Yoshi stage with the rotating blocks, banned. Yoshi's Island or Story, I forget. Yoshi's Island, Yoshi's Story, the one from Melee, the triplat one. That one would most likely be legal. I could see us leaving hazards on for that, so we have Randall. The Shy Guys could be annoying, so we could have hazards on or off for that, and that again might fall into that like triplats, you know, being banned under each other. But either way, definitely viable. Fountain of Dreams, kind of the same thing, completely viable. Looks really beautiful in this game, by the way. Greens, no. Corneria, no. Venom, no. Pokemon Stadium, definitely. I would say hazards off. We don't need those transformations, even though they are proven to be, you know, acceptable under competitive play Melee, but I think it's much better off as a nice stage. I'm going to get back to this when we get to Pokemon Stadium 2, but well, yeah, I'll mention what I'm going to say on 2. Foreside, no. Or that's not Foreside, that's Onet, or One-Et, whatever. No. Mushroom Kingdom 2, no. Planet Zebes, whatever, no. Big Blue, no. This is Foreside, no. Delfino, if hazards off, has it with just like no transformations besides aesthetics. The platform could, you know, that could be a legal stage, but we don't really know how hazards are going to affect that yet, so we can't say. Mushroom Kingdom, no. The Mario Kart stage, no. WarioWare, I say definitely. Hazards Off, that's a very unique stage. It's legal in Project M, or, well, at least it was when I used to watch Project M many years ago. Without the transformations, it's a very small stage, has a very tight platform layout, probably small blast zones. We don't know the blast zones in this. Very good counterpick, I think. Very good, unique counterpick stage. I could see that being used very much. As long as Hazards, you know, make sure it doesn't transform into any of those mini games, which it probably would. Okay, Bridge of Eldon, no. Norfair, no. This one, why am I forgetting the name of all of these? It's the, you know, the other Metroid one that was legal in Brawl. This one could be legal. It has, we've seen it already in the demo with Hazards Off. Geez, I know the name of it. Sorry, I can't remember it. It has that, you know, it still has that moving platform. It's still a little questionable, I think, even with Hazards Off. But I could see it being legal, but I'm going to put that one as an I don't know. And I'm really annoyed that I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, Yoshi's from Brawl, I think another fantastic, like WarioWare, really fantastic, unique stage. There's really nothing else quite like it in the legal rule set. With Hazards Off, we'd probably lose the support ghost. I think he has a name. And I think there's Shy Guys. Yeah, you can even see them in the picture. We'd probably get rid of the Shy Guys and the support ghost with Hazards Off. I don't know if we would want that as a rule set. I forget as to whether you can predict when the support ghost is coming. I think it's random. Maybe it's time-based. So with both of those Yoshi stages, as to whether it's, you know, Hazards on or off is the question. Halberd, Hazards Off, I think would be fantastic. I mean, one of the ceiling's really low, yeah, but I think mainly the issues with Halberd is just that it has hazards, and if we can have, it'd be interesting to see. I think we would still have transformations with Hazards Off, so it'll still start off as a walk-off. You might still be able to die from the stage elevating, and you would still have, you know, a little bit of a jank factor with the transformation, but without those, you know, the ship just trying to destroy you, I could see it definitely being very, very viable. And every stage that I go to, I'm still trying to think of the name of that other Metroid one. We'll have to come back to that. Oh, no, that's not it. All right, whatever. Lilat. Okay, Lilat. All right, so Lilat Hazards Off, objectively, probably should be legal. I can't really like say that it shouldn't be legal with the Hazards Off. We've already proven from the demo that it gets rid of the tilting. I still hate the stage. With Hazards Off, it's a viable stage. I can't really say anything against it. Okay, so PS2, Pokemon Stadium 2. So Pokemon Stadium 2 and Pokemon Stadium 1 are the exact same platform layout. The only thing we don't know, like assuming Hazards Off gets rid of the transformations for both of them, is there any difference to the shape of the stage? Are the blast zones the same? Is the exact position of the platforms the same? So if they are, like, regardless, they would probably count as the same band because they're like still the exact platform layout, even if the blast zones are different. But as to whether there's even any like difference between them, we don't know. But with Hazards Off, both of them are completely, you know, viable stages. So yeah, okay. And then there's Port Town Aerodive band. Probably, I don't know what that would be without hazards, but I can't see it being too acceptable. Castle Siege, an interesting one. Again, with these transforming stages, it's hard to say what they'll do without hazards. If it's just the first transformation, I could see that be legal. I still don't really like the hill and like the different balance in the platforms, but it could be an interesting counterpick. We don't know. That Pikmin stage, I definitely banned. I don't even know what it's called. I don't really care. Distant Planet, I think it's called Distant Planet. Smashville, okay, so Smashville obviously legal. I've heard people talk about what Town does differently with Hazards Off. I'm not sure what it would do for Smashville. I could honestly see Smashville being a counter pick. You might think I'm crazy for saying that, but like there's a lot of people have, you know, really shed light and like agreed that Smashville is kind of nutty in Smash 4, and like what you can do with platform extensions when they get towards the blast zone is a little crazy. And considering the number of other potentially like potential starter stages, I could honestly see Smashville being a counter pick. Whether it's a counter pick or starter, though, it's definitely legal. It's still, you know, a very competitive stage. Porktown Aerodive, that's what I was going to say. Newport City, obviously banned. Summit, banned. That pit stage, Skyworld, I think it's called, banned. Yeah, I know all the names of these stages, but the pressure of being in a video is making me forget them. The snake one, banned. I can't see how they're going to get rid of those walls on the side. Luigi's Mansion, banned. Pirate Ship, banned. We've already seen the Spirit Train. They still have the tracks. You can still like land on the tracks, so I would assume the water is going to stay there for Pirate Ship, so I would say it's banned due to that reason. Okay, then we have, is this one Spear Pillar? I think this one's Spear Pillar. I forget the names of these Pokemon stages, but it's the Pokemon stage from Brawl that has that, the Pokemon comes out and he turns the stage upside down. Sorry for not knowing the Pokemon's name. I stopped watching Pokemon after Gen 2. I'm playing it, whatever. Probably lose subs for that. Anyway, so, yeah, I think it could be. I forget if that area on the bottom is only open after like the Pokemon destroys part of the stage. I haven't played on that stage in a really long time. With hazards off, I could see it being legal. That one's questionable though. 75M, like they could just remove it from the game. This Mario Bros stage, I honestly don't even remember that from Brawl. I played Brawl all the time, even on the random stages. But regardless, that's definitely banned. Hannenbau is probably like also one of the worst stages ever. I think it's called Hannenbau, so definitely banned. Green Hill, banned. And then these next two, now we're on to the 3DS stages. And we have these 3 Mario Bros stages. So I have to apologize for the 3DS stages. I mean, I played Smash 3DS, but as with most other people, as soon as the Wii U version came out, I completely stopped playing that game. So I don't remember most of these stages that well. We can see Golden Plains in the on the left side there. That looks like it would be banned. It looks like a walk-off, and hazards are not going to change walk-offs. The other one, I kind of remember it. I remember the Omega of it more so. Probably banned. It looks like from the little picture there that it might be walk-offs, but again, I'm sorry, I can't really say for sure. The next one is Paper Mario, I think. I don't even remember that stage being in 3DS. I only remember that stage when there's a fake leak of the HD version of it, and I think that also would be banned because it also looks like a walk-off, but I'm not sure. Gerudo Valley, walk-off, banned. Spirit Train, already seen it, banned. That Kirby stage, probably banned. It looks like it has like, I think it has like additional platforms. I'm not sure. The next one is a something Pokemon League. They showed it in this direct, and it had these like platforms on the side that looked like they made it walk-offs. I don't know what the hazards would do to that stage, so that one's questionable. Okay, Prism Tower. This one's interesting. We already know what this one looks like without hazards. It has transformations. I'm pretty sure they can't kill you like top of the screen or anything. They might be able to, but I don't think so. It has walk-off in the beginning. This one is very questionable. It's basically, you know, we know what it is. It's just basically, do we want those questionable factors like occasional walk-offs and transformations? Do we want that in a competitive stage? It wouldn't be a starter for sure. It'd definitely be a counter pick if it was legal. But I'm gonna say that one's questionable. I would definitely be interested in trying that one out for a little while in the beginning. I think it has potential. We've already seen 1v1s on it in the demo. It seems to work okay. It is kind of big also, but not too big. All right, the Falcon F-Zero stage from 3DS. I'm just going to say banned. I don't see how that one could be legal. Magicant, it would definitely make up for a beautiful Omega, but banned. Arena Ferox, I think, is the name of that one. And I feel like if it was hazards off, it would just be like FD. Because if I recall, that stage would be like kind of like Coliseum, and it would spawn those like weird platforms that you can go underneath. I don't really know. That one's like again where you have to wait for hazards off, but I'm not sure. The next one I think is called Reset Bomb Forest Factory. Reset Bomb Forest. Reset Bomb Factory. I think it's Forest. I think that's also from Kid Icarus. I know, like, again, these 3DS stages, I don't know that well. Probably banned. I don't really think that it has any kind of, like, neutral platform layout. Anyway, the next one, Tortimer Island, banned. We've already seen it without hazards. Balloon Fight, banned. Probably. The platforms, like, even if there were no hazards, it looks like it'd be fine. I don't even know if there are hazards on that stage, to be honest with you. Living Room, I think it's called, the Nintendo Dog stage, banned. It's walk-offs. I honestly do not remember at all the name of the next one. It's something really weird, like Find Me. Is it Find Me? Is that what it's called? Probably banned. I don't know. That stage was always really weird to me. Metopolis, I think that the next one to the 3DS is called. I can't believe I even remember that much. Most likely banned, you know, and like I can't see it, you know, you go inside the houses, so yeah, that's got to be banned. It would just be like Omega if it was anything less. Pictochat, it's interesting with some of these stages that that appeared in multiple games, we see that they're only appearing in one. So Pictochat 3DS, I don't remember if that was actually different from the Brawl Pictochat or not, but on this current list we do not see the Brawl Pictochat. This one is another one of those where, like, if it's hazards off, would it just be like FD? I don't know how this one would work, so I'm going to leave it a little questionable, but I don't know how that would work with hazards off. Okay, now we're on to the Wii U stages. I don't remember the name of this one, but it's the transforming Mario stage from Wii U. They might just call it New Super Mario Bros. U. It might just be called, I guess. This one would be interesting. It might still transform. We don't know. The first part of it, as you see, like right there in the picture, is like not the worst platform layout. It's a little awkward, but it could be with hazards off, but I'm not too sure. Mario Galaxy, I think, is the name of that one. It should be called, actually it's not Starship Mario, that's in the background, so I think it's just called Mario Galaxy. That's going to be walk-off, so banned. The Mario Kart 8 stage actually could be legal if the hazards off make it just that platform with like a little tour of the background. As you know, I'm a broken record with this so far, but some of them we don't know until we have the hazards off. But if it's just that main platform that takes you on the tour, that one is definitely viable. And it's actually kind of like Yoshi's Brawl in terms of the platform layout, kind of unique there. And the same thing that I just said for that stage goes for Skyloft. Skyloft, again, if the hazards off make it just the main tour platform, that's, you know, potentially viable. Although the tour platform, I think, changes in that one. But if it's like the main, I think there's like a 3-platform one that you see in the picture that it starts out on, that one's not that bad. With the transformations, though, that's not a viable stage. It's too bad because it's beautiful. The Great Cave Offensive, obviously banned. Kalos, probably banned. Again, if it was hazards off, wouldn't it just be FD? I don't really know. Or no, that may have platforms. That may have platforms. So maybe hazards off, legal. Coliseum banned, walk-offs, flat zone. Interestingly, also, this is the only flat zone we see. There are 2 or 3 different flat zones from the history of Smash, but this is the only one we see here. Obviously banned. There's no way to make that stage workable. The Palatinus Temple banned, giant. Gamer banned. Even if there's no hazards, you could probably still like hit your head on platforms. I forget what we call them because there's like hard platforms, semi-soft, all these terms. But generally, if there's a stage that has like something that you can like get knocked from the bottom up into, we don't have that as a legal stage. It's just, I don't know, kind of janky. Then there's the I literally just watched the trailer where they said the name of this stage. Is this, no, Distant Planet is definitely the other one, I think. You know, it's the other Pikmin stage with the crab and all that. Obviously banned. We don't really need to go into that. Town and City, obviously legal. I would say a starter. I've heard that the hazards off do change things. Like the platforms, they don't kill you off the side. I don't remember exactly how the hazard switch affects it, but it does. I've heard from people who played on it in the demo. I played the demo myself, but not that stage. Wii Fit Studio banned, walk-offs. The boxing ring banned, walk-offs. You know, and some of these there are other reasons, but walk-off is just a simple reason. If it has walk-offs like the whole time, that's just not competitive, or you know, it's not good for competitive play. Gar Plains banned. Duck Hunt without hazards. But see, the thing about Duck Hunt is it's banned in Wii U, not really because of the hazards. It's more so banned because it's very campy. And with hazards off, we would probably still have the tree platform, and the size would probably still be the same. You know, it's a viable stage. It's just not great for the game as a spectator sport because it's campy. But I'm still going to put that as questionable because, like, you know, part of the jank with it in Wii U and 3DS is indeed that there is, you know, the dogs and the ducks, which even though you can manipulate them and control them, it's a little finicky. Okay, and then there's Wrecking Crew banned. probably. I mean, I can't see how they would. Yeah, that would be banned. Pilot wings, like very slight chance of it being okay without hazards if it didn't tilt. But then would you still stay? Would you stay on the red plane then, and then the platforms? I don't think so. I'm gonna say almost definitely not, but do want to see how it's like. Woohoo Island, also the same as Mario Kart 8 and Skyloft. If the hazards off makes it just like the Tor platform, they could be illegal. We'll see. Something zone. I don't remember what the Sonic stage is. The other one's Green Hill, Windy Hill Zone. That's what it's called. Ban. I probably. I mean, I can't see how that would work. Wiley Castle, without the Yellow Devil, would be interesting because it has like a lot of platforms. One of the platforms is like off. I believe it combines the platform layout from the Wii U version and the 3DS, which are different. I believe that's what they said. That platform layout, I don't know. I think one of the platforms like goes off stage. It could be interesting. It could be interesting. So I'm not going to say definitively no. I'm going to lean towards no. Pac-Land, no. Mario Maker, no. Although that is probably the best casual stage they've ever made. Suzaku Castle, no. Midgar, fantastic. Without hazards, that's just like another version of Battlefield, which may or may not have different platform heights. It does in Wii U. If you actually test like the platforms, they're higher than Battlefield in Wii U. But yeah, that you know, again, triplat uniform ban or whatever. But Midgar, definitely hazardless Midgar would be perfect. Same maybe for Umbra. I don't know if Umbra's going to still have the platform where you can like bonk your head on and the platform that goes underneath the stage. It may, in which case I would say it would still be banned. Also that like uneven floor, probably still banned, but you know, it's another one to consider. New Donk City we've seen more of now, and these are all the new Ultimate stages so far. By the way, I hope they fill in every other slot. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more stages if they fill in the rest of this. That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, New Donk. So some of the transformations look a little weird. Like one of them has like a big hump in the middle of the stage, and those things are probably not going to be different with hazards on or off. So I'm going to say probably not legal, but it's too soon to say. The Great Plateau Tower, definitely not. The entire stage is, or the majority of the stage is covered by, you know, one of those things where you can bonk going from down to up into. So it's a cool casual stage. I actually prefer it the way it is with hazards off, because then you can destroy it and then there's a platform there. And if it stayed the way it does when you destroy the tower for the whole thing, it would be, again, it would be kind of like Yoshi's Brawl. It'd be a good stage, I think. But we pretty much know, at least as of the demo, that that's not the case. Moray Tower is definitely not. And the last one is Dracula's Castle, which we know very little about. I'm going to say probably not from what we've seen so far. Obviously, it would be hazards off, so you don't have to deal with all those bosses and whatever. But it looks like there's like weird like barriers, or like it's like the stage is like cut out, like there's like a divot in the middle. I'm having trouble explaining it. I don't know. It's kind of suspicious. I don't think it will be legal. But yeah, guys, that's all of the stages, and you know, my theories as for the legality of some of them. I hope we get more stages, but already there's just so many. I didn't actually count up like a number of anything yet. I don't want to do that until we have the final stage list. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think some of the stages that I said should be banned should be legal, vice versa? What do you think we'll do with triplats or seasonal cycles of having legal stages? Let me know about all of that. And yeah, so that's going to be it, guys. And make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you want to get more content like this, especially when Ultimate comes out. I'm going to be making a lot of videos. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye-bye.